And I'm looking around the room, I see the biggest hitters, they're always here. And they're comfortable in themselves, they know they're number one. Another rating survey's given us that nice exalted position.
And
Gary Lyon.
At least we like each other.
Like each other, of course, so everyone's getting on beautifully. Gary Lyon, former superstar, five-time All-Australian, legendary captain of Melbourne and Victoria. Hello, Gary.
So I shouldn't have spoken to before my colleagues.
I'm just getting you and Damo out of the way first.
All right.
Of course, the newsbreaker extraordinaire.
I'm humbled.
Again in ripping form last night. Hello, Purple.
Hello, JB. We do like each other, but it does waver over the course of the 23-week home and away season, doesn't it?
We don't, to be honest, but we're up front about it. I'll tell you,
Yeah,
the box
true.
two down.
It appears to the cool breeze has wandered in. But we need to just pause.
We have to.
Because, Purple, you brought up last Friday in Adelaide the fact that there was a big function coming at the Hawthorn Football Club, and you declared at that time that our main man, the Chief, was going to be inducted as a legend of the club.
Well, I didn't quite declare it. I just had to leave a little bit of wiggle room.
Didn't he?
We
Chief
got
lied to us, his mates.
Say again?
Chief lied to his mates.
Basically.
I don't lie to my mates, Jim.
You didn't answer the
Well,
question we put to you.
the three people in front of you lied to then,
Told
Chief.
me. He told me.
Even in the ad break, you didn't.
Oh, look,
clean.
you understand the sort of night it is. They try to keep some element of surprise in the evening. So if you get placed in a difficult position and you just have to play ball, and I apologise for that, but you can't let the cat out of the bag.
Hey, Ledge,
I
what
did
sort of
tell
night
them.
was it? Ledge?
It was a great night.
Yep.
It was a fantastic. Look, most of all, it was the reunion of the only back-to-back premierships in the club's history, the 88-89 flag team. So all the players except for Chris Langford, who was away overseas, were there.
It was about you, though,
absolutely.
Chief. Forget the others. Forget the other players.
Mine was just a
about
little
you.
add-on worry. It was about the reunion, and it was spectacular.
Ledge, what did you open up with? Did you open up with a zing? Or
Did you give it 10 of your best minutes, Chief?
I've got to tell you,
What did you go
John
with
Kennedy Jr. Did a bit of a
Introduced
summation
you
of
beautifully.
it.
Yep.
He didn't interview me. He
Introduced
spoke.
you.
Sorry, I think he interviewed. The first 15 minutes was a roast.
Oh.
And it may as well have been a Sunday afternoon Barbie down the club roast. He just launched with everything.
we like that.
It was hilarious.
We like
Absolutely hilarious.
But then what was your first opening zinger?
I don't zing, mate.
No?
I was
Did you go the
incredibly
emotional?
humbled by the experience.
Well, I
And
know
I
you
was a little emotional.
Did you eke out a tear?
No, I didn't get that emotional.
That would have been something.
Didn't get that emotional.
That would have made
I
it
got
memorable.
I actually got a little bit choked up because
Did you?
I
Did you?
didn't realise. Well, I say I didn't realise.
How good you were.
Shut up, really. It's an enormous honour. And I thought about it and I thought, it's a particularly great honour that the club's bestowed upon it. But when you stand up there and everyone's sort of standing up and then the people that are around you and you think, gee, I'm not going to get a greater accolade from the club.
Hey, Ledge, I would like to make light of it, but I can't.
Well,
Because-
Chief, I'm not making light of it either, other than we did put it to you last week that outside of the great Yabby Jeans, who will become a legend, I'm sure, very, very soon,
Yes.
it was daylight, really, for the next lot that were put up. There were 5 or 6 others put up, Chief, and they are unbelievably good footballers, but they were that far back from yourself, it didn't matter. And you agreed with that at the time.
You did,
I'm
Ledge.
not
So
sure I did.
therefore, it would
did.
be...
All I said
you
was
did. You agreed with that.
you had a very educated opinion, is all I said, Jim.
So it would have been no surprise then, Chief. So I reckon you would have had something nice and prepared.
No, I was told a couple of months ago, Jim,
Oh,
because it was important that I was actually there on
You
the
said
night.
to the listeners last week you didn't know.
Yeah, correct.
So you lied to our
I
listeners.
had to.
Our
Family.
thousands
I
and
had
hundreds
to,
of thousands
Warrior.
of listeners.
There are some times where you get placed in a position where you cannot reveal confidential information.
Did you have to lie to me in the ad break when I asked you before and after?
Yes.
I don't like people
Now,
like
Ledge,
that.
did you kick on after?
It was a very good
what
night.
crew do you have with you?
Well,
Posse.
Who
were the posse?
They were all there.
Rat.
Rat was in good form.
Yep.
Mad Dog.
Dipper leading the way as he always does.
Mad
Doggy
Dog.
was there, yeah.
Witty.
He was there.
Jenk.
Hawley was there.
Tony
Didn't see
Hawk?
Jenks.
No,
He
Jenk.
might have played 91.
No, he played 88.
He played 88, didn't he? Yeah.
Did he?
Did he?
No, maybe he did not actually. Scotty McGuinness.
Normie was there and
It is a
enjoying
good
himself. Normie and Anna, good to see them out. So, yeah.
Growler.
Hey?
Growler.
Growbell was there.
Did he play in 91 maybe,
must
did
have
he?
played-
What was it? Oh, he was a footy
He was
director,
just
so
footy
he's going to
director.
be there.
Yeah. Great fellow, Growler.
So, and just around the bar holding court, Chief? Or
We were
Right.
just reliving all the old stories and the old bloke, Greenie and these sort of blokes. The
Bucky.
General was there and Bucky was there.
Looking good, Buck.
Well, we didn't know if it was him or his grandfather.
Oh.
But he was there, but which was very, very good.
You wouldn't have seen this, guys, because you would have been preparing for your own footy
That's
classified program. I think you normally are a devotee of On the Couch.
On the couch, when the Chiefs changed seats.
Well, very interesting. After the first segment was finished, Chief got out of the chair he sits next to Mike Sheehan.
Ledge.
Sorry, Ledge.
Yeah,
and after the ad break, he's sitting in the big chair where
In his
the
own
interview
seat.
person
What?
He
sits.
changed seats mid-show.
And
Say that again.
It's nothing they haven't done before. They did it with Roosie.
No.
They did it with Vossi.
I think
What did
you liked
he
sitting in that
became
chair.
the
No,
interview
I was-
subject.
Yes,
He
Mike
did.
So he
wanted
moved
to
across.
ask some questions.
Now you're getting into legendary status. when
up with
when
ya.
you are
And
a
it was-
host and then roll into the interview subject.
You stop.
I would
it.
like you to have seen it too, guys, because he was sort of feigning
Yep.
sincerity
Oh, was he?
and the sort
I've
of
never
fake laughs.
ever
and
feigned
the-
sincerity.
I would have seen
except
You don't
when
have
do
any.
that. The commission fire a couple at you, couple of curly ones.
It was a little
Couple
wet
of-
lettuce you were being struck with when I saw it, Chief.
A couple of fake
Weren't
laughs, Chief.
too
What I
many.
did like later on at the end of the show, we showed the footage of. I came down at the beginning of '85.
Yes.
I came to Hawthorn to the '84 final series when I was playing for Cooperoo.
Yep.
You've never seen a more svelte, athletic, long-haired, good-looking rooster than me running around there.
You at Cooperoo.
Yep. Looked magnificent.
Chief.
I wonder what happened.
So, well, that was going to be my next question, Chief, because I actually quite liked Jared Healy's work holding off on that vision, because I know you were desperate to show it, so he refused to. And then Chief rolled it himself right at the end because he wanted to see himself.
Yep.
And I did see a very skinny, athletic-looking unit.
What happened?
So what happened in the 5 minutes that you then became a fat bastard, Chief?
Well, they call you fat. They call you fat because you can't run. I just wasn't an
But you could
endurance
run,
athlete.
Chief.
I could sprint.
Explosive.
Yes,
You're-
I was an
you're a
anaerobic
power
animal,
athlete,
not an
Edge.
aerobic beast, Jim. That was the problem.
Chief, I saw enough of you playing. I know what you could
and
do.
so when you're plotting, they just call you the
That
fat
doesn't
bastard.
explain how you suddenly went out 3 sizes in shorts and your
I
guts
didn't-
sort of
I didn't
expanded.
gym. I didn't gym, but I did get in the gym.
Right, so it
And
was
so
more
put on
a
lot of bulk.
conditioning bulk.
Put on a lot of bulk,
So not fat, but bulk.
muscle,
Right.
Which turned to
which
fatness.
has turned to fat. Turns to fat post footy, Jim.
Well, we were very proud of you, Chief. There are only
Oh,
Thank you
was.
very much. All right.
6 or
We'll
7
move on.
legends at the club, and
You were, Chief. In all seriousness, we were.
yes, exactly.
Humble.
We're very, very proud of you.
In awe.